Hi, best eyeshadows, both palettes and singles of 2020. Thankfully, we're seeing fewer palette launches this year than in recent years. I mean, a number of brands that had that spate of eyeshadow palette launches have been comparatively quiet this year. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Urban Decay, all fewer launches this year. Too Faced, still more or less the same number of launches. I mean, there are other brands that have had a spate of launches. Natasha Denona, for instance, had, I think, 5 launches in 4 months. Apart from that, we're definitely seeing overall far fewer eyeshadow palette launches, which is just as well. Even Revolution has had fewer launches overall in 2020 than in previous years. I actually sat and calculated the whole thing, but I can't find the piece of paper. Yeah, I usually write my notes either on used paper from the office or, unused pages from my year planner. So, it's very easy to get those bits and bobs of paper go missing. Anyway, I'm glad to see fewer palettes, but we've also seen some rather weird palettes, including an eyeshadow that actually looks like a Petri dish. Yeah, I will talk about that later. In case there is something that I haven't reviewed in an individual video here, yeah, there are 2 products that don't have individual video. 3 that don't have individual videos. One I won't give an individual review to. The other 2 coming soon, I promise. It's just that I'm completely immersed in the holiday and end of year videos, that the regular reviews are pushed back. Now, before anything else, I bought 1 eyeshadow palette this year. Yeah, and another that's part of a collection, a whole set. I bought the 1 eyeshadow palette on its own this year, and I have at least 6 to show you. I did buy both the singles that you will see in this video, but big palette, I bought only the 1. Everything else, gifted. No, not a PR sample from the brand, gifted by people, one person or the other, who are all very dear to me. So yeah, best eyeshadow palettes of 2020. Natasha Denona Bronze. For me, this is more special than the Glam palette, which has cool tone shades, which I may not be able to pull off. These are warm tones, people, and there are a couple of duochromes in there as well. You can watch my video to know what they like and to see eye makeup looks featuring those duochrome videos. And I also like this more than trichrome, because in the trichrome palette you have 3 multichrome eyeshadows and the rest are not at all up my alley. There's even a couple of lime greeny chartreuse shades in there that I can never pull off on my skin tone. So the idea of paying for a whole palette where you want 3 of the colors doesn't appeal to me. In this case, I can use every single eyeshadow. There are a couple that look rather similar, but those are the sort of everyday staples, the sort of all over base colors. I mean, all over eyelid base colors, sorry. That, I'm not complaining to get similar colors there. Now, the reason I bought this palette was because Temptalia said in her review that the formula was probably the best from the brand, and she had her misgivings because price was definitely lower than other regular Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes, but she said that the formula was incredible, and the reason for the price going down was because pan size had become smaller. Now, I'm alright with that. Even these, I don't know if and when I'll ever pan them, so I'm alright with smaller pans. I think that people who prefer bigger pans, professional makeup artists, people like that, I think that the regular consumer, like me, is going to be happy with smaller pans. So yeah, number 1 for me, Natasha Denona Bronze palette, perfect for everyday. Also options for a little bit of oomph, warm neutrals definitely, some duochromes, very very important, and amazing formula. I think that this and the next one that I'm going to show you have put me off buying a bunch of eyeshadow palettes. The next one, I didn't buy this. I would have. I wanted to. I mean, the first time it turned up and then went out of stock, and then it was brought back. And now, Black Friday sales nicely discounted. Pat McGrath Mothership Mega palette from the Celestial Divinity collection. Costs just £74 on Selfridges. Mind you, they've discounted it to £59 Black Friday sale, but I don't know when this video will be published. The cost is less because A, pan size is less, and B, The packaging is cardboard. This is apparently Pat McGrath's first cardboard packaging. Again, this was gifted. I didn't buy it. No, not a PR sample gifted from the brand. No PR samples were involved in the making of this video or in the making of any video, at least since May on this channel, I think. I've had one PR sample in the last year. So yeah, it was gifted by somebody who wishes to remain anonymous. Big mirror there. Beautiful shades. All can be used by me. Lots and lots of purples, several duochrome eyeshadows. This one shifts from red to gold. Don't believe me? Here we are. This one is a beautiful purple, lilac, lavender, icy blue shifter. Don't believe me? Here we are. So what I'm going to do, because I probably haven't published my review of this yet, what I'm going to do is have single eyeshadow duochrome looks in my video. So you want to see lots and lots of duochromes in a single eyeshadow look. This is the one. Now here you get 18 eyeshadows. This is Pat McGrath's largest palette, smaller pans though. And I love that mainstream brands are including duochrome and multichrome eyeshadows in their palettes, you know, because multichrome and duochromes used to be indie brands domain. You know, I'm glad to see mainstream brands come out with this. Of course, they're more expensive to make. The pigment's more expensive. Even so, in this one, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 duochromes. 6 out of 18 are duochromes. Don't believe me? You can watch my video. I will have 6 different duochrome eyeshadow looks. And the thing is, once you start using multichrome and duochrome eyeshadows, there is no going back. You want to stick to them all the time, you know, because it's first of all, that shift is divine. Secondly, it's easy to use. You don't faff about with crease colors and halo colors and highlighter colors and nonsense. This one shade will give you all the depth and dimension that your eyeshadow needs, that your eye look needs. So yeah, it's going to be multi and duochrome from me from now on. Now, this is my first experience with Pat McGrath eyeshadows. Buttery, silky, very, very, very smooth. Compared to so many other eyeshadow formulas that I've tried, very, very, very little fallout. Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, I think I like Natasha Denona mattes better and Pat McGrath's shimmers better. So yeah, they're fairly balanced. Because I haven't come across any other eyeshadow quite like Natasha Denona mattes, not even Pat McGrath. So number one, that is why Natasha Denona is number one here. Pat McGrath, I think the shimmers are quite nice. But the mattes, I like Natasha Denona better. Sorry, just a preference. You may disagree. Now the next one is what my mum bought me for my birthday. Dior Backstage Rosewood Neutrals. I have done an individual review. You know, very pretty everyday colours. But yeah, what I like the most is that embossed pattern on those pans. And unfortunately, that goes away when you dip a brush. I've already lost the embossing on this shade completely. So yeah, this is more sort of everyday. Formula-wise, it is, you know, kind of reminiscent of K-Beauty. Very soft looks, very, 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 very soft looks. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this palette. It will be a very staple one for everyday looks. Next one is from Viseart. I know you can't see the palette, it's that small. But yeah, I think this would be brilliant for traveling. It is the Petit Pro in Solstice. Yeah, it opens like this. This one won't have an individual review. First of all, a palette that you can't even see when you join your hands, or you can't even see when you make a fist, is not going to have an individual review. Yeah, and the colors, warm, neutrals, very, very everyday. Yeah, I have been giving it quite a bit of love for everyday looks because, you know, particularly during the pandemic when I'm wearing masks, I like emphasizing my eye makeup looks. But at the same time, you can't, you know, go out with massive multichromal shifts on a daily basis. So this one comes in handy. What I like the most and why this is on this collection, on this video, is that you can depot these with ease. All you have to do is lift the pan up like this. Hang on. Yeah, the pan comes out like that. and then you pop it back. That's it. So if you want to depot it, it's very, very easy. You don't have to faff about with safety pins or sharp pins and, you know, all sorts of metallic equipment and end up, you know, ruining everything, whole palette. Obviously, Viseart has magnificent eyeshadow formula, very small pans, but this is perfect for traveling. You know, spending a weekend somewhere, want some basic eyeshadows, just pop this in. Hardly takes up any room. So yeah, nice little palette there. Now the last palette that I have to show you, no, calm down, there are single eyeshadows after that. I bought this as part of a set. I didn't buy it as a palette. I bought it as part of the Hershey's chocolate collection from Etude House. That was, I think, in February, or was it January? I can't remember. This year has been such a mess. Now, the reason it is here is I have already panned one eyeshadow completely, and I will be panning this one very, very soon. So yeah, when you pan an eyeshadow palette in the space of a year, it stands to reason that that palette is going to be among your favorites for the year, yeah? Even if you don't particularly think about it, you've been using it that much, so it's got to be a favorite. I can't remember the last time I hit pan on a palette so quickly, not within the same year that I bought it, definitely. Within the same year that I bought this palette, I've hit pan on at least one shade. This will pan very, very soon. So yeah, this is also very, very small. Disappears when you do that. Now let's talk about two indie brands and single eyeshadows from these brands. These I haven't shown you, I will very soon. Kaima Cosmetics, I know, I showed you Kaima Cosmetics multi-creams, but those were loose multi-creams. Kaima Cosmetics pressed multi-creams, I haven't shown you. I have been wearing them. Holiday and end of year videos have pushed everything back so much. 2021 early days, I promise you, I will show you Kaima Cosmetics pressed multi-creams. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That's what I'm saying, brilliant. Now the next one I have is from Kala Cosmetics. I will talk about that, the brand in a second. But I've done an individual video there. This is her Kala Pouch, she runs the brand, and this is her loose multi-cream. After I did the video, after I did my purchasing, she came out with pressed multi-creams. I asked her if the colors are the exact same things and, you know, if I need to buy them, or, you know, I can just stick to the loose ones. These come in very spill-proof packaging. Still doesn't fall out. Yeah, brilliant. And the Kala Cosmetics multi-creams have the most insane multichromatic shift that I have ever seen in any eyeshadow, ever. So a word about the brand. There has been a bit of a, I mean, somebody made a video, somebody else. I normally don't like talking about other YouTubers or other channels at all, but this channel was pointed out to me in my review of the Kala Cosmetics multi-creams. Somebody said that there's a video out there that tells you that Kala Cosmetics buys private label and, you know, passes them off as her own and claims that they're handmade. They actually said this in a whole video. And then immediately, right down, pinned comment, she said, I was wrong. I was wrong. I assumed. I made assumptions. You open yourself up to legal proceedings if you make statements like that. So in case she is now sure that she is completely wrong and she assumed, and Kala Cosmetics does not do private labels, does not do that, and does have handmade products, then why is that video still up? Because not many people are going to look at the comments. The person who pointed me in the direction of that video did not say, there's a correction in the comments, Reno. She just said, there's this video where somebody's claiming this about Kala Cosmetics. I think that the person should take that video down and or redo it completely, leaving Kala Cosmetics out in those accusations that are being made in that video, because it doesn't sound very nice otherwise. Yeah, just a bit of unpleasantness there, but I thought I had to put that in because people are going to Google Kala Cosmetics and come up with this video where these accusations are being made against the brand. And then in the comments, the very first pinned comment has her clarification that she was wrong. Now, I think she was very honest and very brave to admit that she was wrong. You know, very nice of her to have done that, and that comment is very well written. It's just that when that video is up there, not many people are going to scroll down and look at her comments there. So that comment, although she's pinned it, is going to be missed, and people are going to assume, you know, that she's right and she hasn't corrected herself about Kala Cosmetics. So yeah, I think it would be better if she redid the video saying, yeah, this is what's happened. Yeah, I must apologize for bringing up that bit of unpleasantness there, but the reason I'm saying it is because there needs to be a bit of a clarification, because when I review a product or promote it here, and you lot Google it and find something that's very contradictory to what I say, I think I need to clarify and tell you that whatever statements were made about a brand have since been rescinded and the person's changed their mind. That clarification is my only intention. I have nothing against any YouTuber whatsoever. As I said, I think it's wonderful that she came out and said that she was wrong. I just think that another video needs to be made because people are not going to see that comment. So those are the eyeshadow palettes and single eyeshadows that I discovered in 2020 and that I think stand out. I think Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath now own the eyeshadow game, and I would love to see more from them, particularly the, not incredibly expensive ones, not the $129 palettes or £115 palettes, slightly less expensive ones, like the ones that I've shown you. I'd love to see what they come up with in 2021. It's going to be a very exciting year, eyeshadow palette-wise, I hope, and I can't wait for it. There will be more multi-chromes on this channel, I promise. So which eyeshadow palettes, single eyeshadows have you discovered this year? Do tell me that in the comments below. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell. And I'll speak to you soon.